Thick, chunky, heavy, gross, these are all words used to describe that feeling we get when, due to illness, our chests and throats are congested with way too much phlegm. A phlegmy throat can be a nightmare for the singer, but there are a few things that you can do to help alleviate the congestion and accelerate your return to health.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Dan. I'm so glad you chose to watch my video, and given the topic, if you're not one of my regular subscribers, I'm guessing you're currently a little under the weather with a congested cough and enough phlegm to fill a swimming pool. If that's the case, I'm sorry to hear you're unwell. I wish you a speedy recovery. Better yet, allow me to give you some handy hints that will help to move some of that gunk and get you back to health sooner rather than later. The first thing you are going to do is hydrate. I know everyone says to drink plenty of fluids when you're sick, and that's because that's exactly what you should do. When we're well hydrated, our bodies can fight infection more effectively, and your body will be able to thin out the mucus better, helping you to move it up and away from your lungs. So first piece of homework, pause this video, go and get yourself a glass of water, then come back to the video, and then I want you to drink the glass of water by the end of the video. What are you waiting for? Hit pause.
Sound check.
Okay, now that you're hydrating your system, there are a few other things that will really help a chunky, phlegmy chest and throat. The first is steam. Now, there are two different ways you can steam it up. The first is the easiest because you do it in your sleep. Now, I'm referring, of course, to a humidifier. By sleeping in a room with high humidity, we help to keep the vocal tract moist. A moist vocal tract aids in the thinning out of phlegm. You might be picking up on a theme here. Our main aim is to thin out the mucus so that it can either be swallowed or spat out. Now, the second form of steaming is done using a personal vaporizer. Now, I've got another whole video dedicated to the benefits of personal vaporizers. I'll leave a link in the notes sections below. Suffice to say, they are awesome, and every singer should own one of these. Concerning the specific topic of today's video, a personal vaporizer will deliver heated water vapor throughout the vocal tract and into the lungs. Again, this will help to loosen the congestion with the added bonus of encouraging blood flow, which will assist the body's overall healing. Chances are that if you're dealing with a whole lot of phlegm, you've probably got a decent cough to go with it. Coughing is on the singer's enemy list because every time you cough and bark like a dog, your vocal folds are being brought together with a high level of force. This high intensity impact causes the vocal folds to swell, which in turn leaves them vulnerable to more severe forms of wear and tear. Again, the personal vaporizer will help you to reduce the swelling of your vocal folds and pull your vocal health back from the brink of disaster.
Sound check.
Another thing that can really help to alleviate vocal tract swelling is the enzyme bromelain. Typically found in pineapples, bromelain, when taken in concentrated forms, has been shown to act as a natural anticoagulant by breaking down the blood clotting protein fibrin. You can purchase bromelain tablets at most good health food stores, but be sure to take it either 2 hours before food or 2 hours after food, because when you take it with food, most of its benefits get directed to your digestive system. You might like to also have a crack at the tried and true method for thinning and expelling the thick stuff by using a salt gargle. Now, before you run off and empty your salt shaker into a cup of water, let me pass on Dr. Gould's gargle recipe, which I found in this excellent text, The Vocal Athlete. The combination of ingredients in Dr. Gould's gargle is less abrasive than salt alone. The recipe is ½ teaspoon sea salt or kosher salt, ½ teaspoon of baking soda, ½ teaspoon of corn syrup, honey, or personally I prefer maple syrup, 1 cup of warm water, reasonably warm, and then you gargle it silently. And then after that, don't rinse for about 5 minutes.
Sound check.
If If all of the above are not providing you with any noticeable relief, then try these two last resort remedies. Firstly, try adding some eucalyptus oil to your humidifier and vaporizer. Only do this if you know you won't be needing to sing in the next couple of days, because the eucalyptus oil can be rather abrasive to the mucosal lining of the vocal tract. This being said, it will help to open up your airways and get you breathing more easily again. Secondly, again, only as a last resort, after you've tried and persisted with everything I've already mentioned, try using an over-the-counter expectorant such as the Robitussin chesty cough capsules, for example. I prefer the capsule form of these medicines because they generally enter the bloodstream better and assist with the breakdown of mucus so that you can cough it up more easily. Again, only do this as a last resort. I'd much rather you take the hydration, steam, bromelain and gargle route before reaching for the easy pop a pill action. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Finally, allow me to remind you that eating high fluid content foods such as soups, stews and curries can be really helpful. Make sure your vitamin C levels are kept high with lots of fresh citrus, but avoid phlegm-producing food groups like dairy and soy products. I hope all that information is helpful, but here's the thing, I'm sure I haven't covered it all. If you've got a tried and true safe for singers remedy that you know will help to clear away the phlegm, then please be sure to leave a comment below. I'm always keen to learn a new way for caring for the voice, and I'm sure your comment will really help someone here in the wider Voice Essentials community. And that's it for today. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, then allow me to invite you over to my channel where I have over 150 more videos just like this one. Each one is designed to develop your voice and improve your sound, so check it out and subscribe if learning to sing is your thing. But for now, I'll sign off. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.